morning, everyone. We are Group 5. Today we will present you our study case research on Ford. So we have 17 members take in charge of 6 parts of our presentation today. And after presentation, you may wish to raise some questions we would like to discuss with you more. So let's move to the first part, background, presented by Pooja.
Good morning, everyone. So I am myself Pooja Maghnani. Today I am going to give you a brief introduction about the Ford and what are the major financial position issues that will be faced by the Ford. Coming to the introduction, Ford is one of the American multinational company which was launched in the year 1896 in Detroit. All the models were built by Henry Ford. Models were built and designed by Henry Ford, and its first sale has been done in Paris in the year 1901. And it had around 5 lakh cars on the road all across the world. Ford has also launched a series of fuel-efficient models which were widely bought by the consumers all across the world. And coming to the milestone that it have achieved in the past few decades, in the year 2009 and 10, Ford has launched its first new ever turbocharged engine, which was very popular in the US and worldwide. In the year 2014, Ford has also launched one of the Ford Mustangs, and its 13th generation also was launched in the same year, which had the less weight, which was cut down by 750 pounds. In the year 2019, after 4 years, the Ford also launched its first ever new electric Mustang, which had various models such as e-SUVs, coupes and convertibles. And in the year 2020, Ford has also launched one of its popular list of trucks, that is Ford Bronco. And coming to the financial position of the Ford, this slide shows us the net income and the total annual revenue that is generated from the year 2017 to 2023. They have forecasted for the year 2023 to have a total revenue of around 1,60,000, which is based on the previous year's income that was around 1,55,000. However, they had a very low income in the year 2020, that is December, which was around 1,25,000. And coming to the major challenges that Ford is facing currently is Europe. Why does Europe matter to Ford? Is because it has invested a large amount of money, and in the year 2013, it had a huge loss of around 2 billion due to the market recession. Another challenge, that is quality. Ford suppliers have issued faulty and less quality products, which were caused a major havoc in the quality control, and they are working closely with their suppliers to ensure high quality products in future. And another challenge is environment friendly. Ford has never upgraded or switched to hybrid or any next generation in automobile, and this allowed due to damage caused to the environment. And one of the challenges that Ford is facing, that is after sale service. After the sale has been done, Ford wasn't able to accommodate to the customers' requirements and needs. So now they are working more on that. Now over to Ganisha.
Thank you, Pooja. So I'm going to explain you about the competitive analysis of Ford. Let me start with the Ford's hypothesis model. Moving on to the tricks of new entrants. In the traditional market, the new entrants have high barriers because in the automotive industry we need high capital, and also the supply chain is quite complex because it's a global network. But with the technology in the autonomous automotive industry, it's quite easy to enter new entrants. And coming to the bargaining power of suppliers, it's moderate because the suppliers can negotiate with the buyer, with the companies, because the companies have high switching costs, and but companies also having brand recognition, especially market leader as Ford. They're purchasing high volumes, and also they have good reputation in the market. Bargaining power of buyers is high because right now we have abundance of choices in the market, and we all have access to internet, so we can compare and contrast among the prices and features. So buyers have opportunity to select the best product out of the available options. And threat of substitute products is low because, as we all know, there's no direct substitute for automotives, but there are only few alternatives such as ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, and also the public transportation is getting enhanced. So those are the substitutes, but there's no direct substitute for automotives. Competitive is very intense. Ford is in a very intensive competition. Coming to the next slide. three forces. So governments, right now many governments trying to promote clean energy and less congested urban areas. So Chinese government take steps to promote electric cars, like they are providing incentives, and India's government as well. And market growth is very high. Right now the consumer preference is getting dramatically changing, and companies investing a lot of money in R&D to address this change. And the technology is very intense. I would say disruptive. Many companies are focusing on disruptive innovation, and they are adhering to latest capabilities like autonomous driving, electric batteries, and infotainment solutions. Main competitors, one of the biggest competitors is Tesla, but Ford considered it as a minor niche player at the beginning. They targeted the mid market by Tesla Model 3, and they also have Gigafactory for electric batteries, which is a big threat for Ford. And Google and Apple are already in the tech industry, so they are big competitors for Ford, of course. And they already have very talented and skilled engineers who are expertise in geomapping, which is very useful in autonomous driving. And they are already into big data analytics, so they know how the market is evolving over time. Next slide, please. And also Chinese market is a big competitor, of course, because BYD is already into disruptive innovation, and Hyundai passed Ford last year, becoming the 5th place in the world, and Toyota has the big bestseller in the US, and they are investing tons of money for R&D and innovation. Over to you, Ron.
Thank you, Ganisha. So Ford has always been known to lead with innovation, and the historic assembly line has revolutionized the automotive industry. My name is Aman DAVID, and in this section we're going to talk about digital transformation. Ford's digital transformation can be broken into three pillars. Ford reimagining their brand strategy and operations, Ford reimagining their product, connected car experience, and transforming their customer experience. Pillar one, reimagining the brand. Ford has, a couple of years back, repositioned their brand entirely. They have broken into two segments: Ford Model E, which is exclusively going to strategize on their electric vehicles, and Ford Blue, which will take care of their internal combustion engines clubbed with hybrid technology. They have also started getting into strategic collaborations like Blue Oval. Their tie-up with the South Korean battery manufacturer SK Innovation to manufacture batteries in North America. Their integrated technology with electric motors has also been upscaled and accelerated for producing more number of electric vehicles. They are also focusing on hybrid technology to make their internal combustion engines highly efficient and more advanced. And they've also introduced Ford Pro Services, which has the always-on strategy to service and provide to their customers wherever they are. Next slide, please. We're going to look into the cloud manufacturing technology that they've adopted. In 2021, they tied up with Google as their strategic cloud partner for the next 6 years, and they're going to be leveraging on Google Cloud and their AI for manufacturing, product synchronization, and even their customer experience. Team Upshift is the name of the strategic partnership between Google and Ford. And they're going to be leveraging, as I mentioned, Google Cloud and their artificial intelligence in terms of manufacturing, enable several IoT devices to automate manufacturing and increase efficiency. They're also going to be leveraging on Google's predictive analysis to forecast demand, automate manufacturing, and bring in efficiencies in the overall cost of manufacturing. And also leverage on AI vision system by Google to create a digital twin to recognize anomalies in the manufacturing process. Next slide, please. Now here's a model of the Google Cloud manufacturing process, which analyzes their whole system of manufacturing line using visual inspection, digital twin simulations, machine level detection and automation, predictive maintenance, use of robots for cause indication, and inline quality control. The whole process brings increased efficiency and high quality products. They have been using Google Cloud services for one of their Ford 150 panel stamping machines. This machine produces 900 units per hour and 3 million parts in a year. Google is able to automate that whole stamping process, bringing Six Sigma level efficiencies, and they also leverage on their digital twin model to detect anomalies and increase quality. Now I'm going to call Jyotsna to continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Aman. Good morning, everyone. This is me, Jyotsna. Today, I'm excited to introduce towards the Ford application, that name is Ford Pass application. You will be amazed to know that Ford is providing you the application in which you can not only feature your car, you can not only customize your car, but along with that, you have a lot of accessibility to it that will make your life more easy. So let's get started. Let's take a close look towards the feature. If I talk about the Ford Pass application, it will give you the access to the remote lock and unlock the car and the remote start. Along with that, this will also help you to get the location service. For instance, if you are in a parking, you are facing struggle to find your car where the car is, the Ford application will help you look at your car, where the car is, and along with that, for instance, if your friend has taken a car, you can easily go have a check on it, where the car is and all. If I talk about another feature, then it will also provide you the help with the health of the car. If you want to go on a long drive, you don't know whether your vehicle's tires are working or not, when to charge or not. So with the help of that, you can have an easy access to it and you can do it. Other than that, vehicle service, you can monitor your health card, you can know about the charge, whether your car is full charge or not. Do you know that North America is having the largest EV charging part? Like over 20,500 they have the charging network. And what we are struggling with the electronic car, that we don't know that where exactly the charging vehicles, where the charging points are to charge your car. So with that application, you can have an easy access to the charge, and you can know that like where the charging point is, and you can take your car to the charging station, to your closing charging station as soon as possible. So with that, you can manage your charge. You can with that application, you can also go ahead with the payments. Now it will also provide you the access to the Wi-Fi hotspot. The biggest issue in the present era is that the car doesn't have a Wi-Fi. With this Ford Pass application, this will provide you the Wi-Fi hotspot. With that, you can easily connect 10,000 You can easily connect 10 devices with that application. Can you change this? Now, if I talk about the Ford Pass application, this will not only provide you the features, but also by sitting at your home easily, by you can scroll your screen, you can customize your car. That will provide you the aids to find what your desired car is, how you can customize it, and it's a great customer service that Ford will provide you. You don't need to go to this showroom, struggle with the things. You just simply sit in your home and you can search which feature you want, what sort of things you get. Everything, it's very much easy for you to access. Along with that, it will provide you 24/7 access to the technical support system. With that, if you face some problem, you can have a easy tech controller. You can ask them about your doubt in an easy way. So at the last, I would like to say that the Ford Pass application is not just an application. It's a game-changing tool that will make the Ford customer that will make your life more easier and enjoyable. That's all from me. Thank you. Now I'd like to call Shalini.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Hi everyone, I'm Sagur, and I'm going to present the current issues that Ford Motor is experiencing. So we all know that Henry Ford is a legend. He took the industry by storm in 1930 with his exceptional assembly line. But right now, Ford is facing a lot of issues. It's losing sales, the customers are not happy, they're looking at other companies to make their purchases. So let's see what went wrong with Ford. Number one, they are not following current market trends. With competitors like Tesla and other Chinese companies, Ford is not focusing on electric vehicles. When we talk about Tesla, it has new models that are much more energy efficient, and that is why Ford is lacking in this area. Number two, it is focusing heavily on trucks and SUVs. which means that it is not focusing on shifting consumer trends. Consumers are demanding smaller and more efficient vehicles, whereas Ford's focus on trucks and SUVs makes it very incompetitive in today's market. Number 3, lack of smart vehicles. Like I just discussed in point 2, Ford lacks the vision to implement electric vehicles into its production line. Not only this, the company did not envision this well in time. For example, Tesla has been working on its electric vehicles since more than a decade, but Ford has now only put its attention towards this issue when competitors like Tesla have already released their products in the market. Number 4, sorry, previous slide please. Number 4, there is a very improper allocation of resources from Ford's end. There is no proper allocation of resources in development of ICE engines. So while EV is the current market trend, Ford must allocate resources to develop both subsystems in ICE and electric vehicles. Lastly, there is a need for a talented workforce. With the appointment of the CEO Mark Fields, Ford lost its vision and mission and fell behind competitors like Tesla. So there is a need to develop the top executive leadership in the company so that the company can come back on track. Now I would like to call Clarissa, and she'll present the fishbone analysis. Thank you.
Hi everybody. So we have worked on fishbone analysis. So basically fishbone analysis is the cause and the effect of the problems that Ford is facing. So the methods, measures, manpower, material and machine. These are the main 5 causes, and the effect is that it's losing its customers. It has already, like it's in loss. First of all, it's in loss. Second, it's losing its customers, and there is no acquisition of new customers. Like people are attracted towards other brands like Tesla and not attracted towards Ford. So we now focus on the methods. What is the cause? So the first is that their production planning is very low. Production planning is very low in terms of making a particular product or in terms of using the right applications while making that product. The second is lack of market trends. As Shagun already mentioned that Ford is not running as per the market trend that's going on. As we know that it's 2023 and we are all into electronic cars. Still Ford is still producing cars that work on fuel. The next is that we have seen that Ford is not focused towards production cycles. Their production takes quite a time. Like for example, if other companies are producing a particular product in a given year, whereas Ford is taking much more longer time. The next is measures. Measures is that we have seen that Ford has been losing on their labors. A lot of laborers have been leaving Ford's organization and joining other organizations. The second is that their quality is degrading. We would not, like before when Ford used to launch a car, the quality was much more better. And also the competitors right now are giving a good kind of quality than them. The next is poor machine maintenance. We'll move on to manpower. So Ford is currently the company that is providing the least salary to their laborers, is the reason the laborers are leaving. The next we'll talk about material. Material is basically the raw materials, as I already mentioned, that we have different companies providing good material and better services than Ford. And the last is machine. As we all know that Ford doesn't have smart vehicles. That's the only reason that it's lagging back from the other companies. That's it. I will call Tingting for the last slide.
Thank you, Larissa. My name is Tingting. Let's move to the recommendation parts. Based on our group research, we found Ford faces a variety of challenges in automotive industry. So before making solutions, we create a decision metric to evaluate the problem and the potential decisions for Ford. We list the problems raised from our fishbowl, 7 problems with developed of 7 potential decisions. Also, the ITC trends involved in these decisions. Then, for evaluate the decisions facility, we list 7 criteria with different weight to evaluate. And the weight reflect different importance of addressing this problem and decisions. And let's take a closer look at the top one decisions. Increase investment in intelligence. This addressing the problem of limitation in smart vehicles. Ford can expand the models of smart cars in its full product lines, and also can expand smart features on the vehicles. And we put customers' experience and business value as the heavily weight with the evaluation of this problem and decision, because customer experience will be improved by having more smart, useful tools on the vehicles. And this will also help the Ford to increase the revenue and keep competitive in the industry. So let's move to the solution part. Based on our research, we found it's difficult for Ford to use one solution to resolve all the problems. So we recommend Ford to use one key solution supported by 4 different areas specific solutions for Ford. Like our analysis before, the 4 main area problem engage in customer, product, organization, and partnership. So we create the key solution. We can call it key solution. We also can call it a goal for Ford. Ford need to create a comprehensive strategy and use most effective ICT trends to continuously drive digital transformation and innovation. And let's take a look at the customer area. We recommend some specific solution for Ford in customer. Like Ford need to adapt the business change. Like customer prefer more smart features on vehicles than traditional cars, and also they need to improve some digital application, some like use ChatGPT to interact with the customer service route box to improve the customer satisfaction. Okay, based on these solutions, we recommend Ford to take some actions. There is an action plan we outlined. Among these actions, we found leadership need to be listed at the topic 1, because Ford is a very big company all over the world. So leadership is important for Ford in the digital transformation to make the digital transformation successfully. So we recommend Ford to create a program in the whole world companies and create a cross-functional team to monitor and implement all the problems. Also, the projects support program. Okay. Because the limitation of time, we just look at the partnership action plan. As you know, Ford has many technology partnerships like Microsoft, Google, Tencent, Baidu, and this may be because politics reasons, but we think Ford need to resource all the technical resource to avoid complication and also reduce the cost for R&D. And we also recommend Ford to expand the digital marketing partnership to increase their revenue and sales. This is used by other automotive companies already, so Ford need to catch up with them. Okay, to sum up, Ford faces many challenges now, but we're confident if our recommendation is implemented by Ford, Ford will be better positive to remain its competitive and also increase to deliver more value to its customers. Okay, that's for all our research on Ford. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, let me introduce my teammates.
Yeah,
and
no,
we are glad to some questions and discuss with you.
It's a well organized presentation, yeah? You do consulting, right?
Yes.
Yeah? So, congratulations, well done. Very professional. Okay, so we have to get to solve the problem, right? The problem is there, yeah? So, I'd like to ask, you present the company background study, yeah? And also talk about the sales revenue looks still good, upturn. How about profit? Well, we are MBA students, right? How about profit financial statement? Do you have done any research about the company in the last 5 years of the profit statement?
Yeah, it was from 2017 to 2022, 5 years. The payment.
Is it upside or downside?
Downside.
Down.
Right, that is a key message, yeah?
Yes.
Otherwise, you're still happy, yeah? Actually, the big challenge is the profit, yeah? It's
Yes.
getting thin and thin, yeah? Now to lay off people and cut your salary, right? So that's a challenge. And the second one about the competitive analysis, and you did say that the customer have a new taste on the EV and a new kind of a customer. Have you presented any information survey, do some research about the new customer, youth, right? And Generation Z, what kind of a car they're going to buy? Yeah? Any research, any finding for that? That's trend, right?
It was an initial research that people are nowadays preferring hybrid vehicles because where EV is not compatible, the regular engine comes into rescue. So that is one of the research that we did, but we didn't include it in the PPT because we had to keep it.
So this kind of problem you have to make that realistic, right? For example, it's not rocket science. You have to do some surveys for your class. For example, right now, who are going to buy a car in the next 5 years? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's your top 3 choice for your next for your car?
I have Hyundai.
What's that?
Hyundai.
What's that? Oh, Hyundai. What's that? Yes. Yes or EV?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. Okay. So what's your choice?
Toyota or Tesla.
Toyota or Tesla? How about you?
Maybe Nissan.
Nissan gas car?
I don't know, but it's a small car, Nissan.
Because save gas?
Yeah.
Still on the gas, right? Okay, so what's your buy? What was your buy? Huh? Toyota. The gas car?
No, yes, EV.
Okay, so this is the research you have to do, right? It's not rocket science.
Yes,
Right?
there's an instrument in the market side that consumers are shifting towards smaller and more efficient cars. So it's not trucks or SUVs like the Ford.
Number one is EV. See, there are 4 people, 3 people with EV or hybrid, yeah? And 2 of them got a small efficient gas car. Right? So this is new consumer, it's you guys, yeah? Right?
Yes,
You need to do some research on this one in order to get your.
We have already included this
Yeah.
in the slides when we talked about the challenges faced by Ford and the problems.
Yeah.
We put that Ford is focusing more on big trucks and huge vehicles instead of them. So we had that. We actually completed this research.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yes, we did.
I'm gonna see. You have 2 minutes to